Hey everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of the TTV podcast. The episode number would be 83. 83. Okay. I'm messing it.
How many episodes are this?
I don't know, and I don't care. I'm messing it.
I'm Barterim.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Venom. And I'm Ian.
Yep. This is the first episode in recent memory that LJ has not made it for, but knowing him, he'll probably pop in somewhere.
Oh my
I think he's sleeping like a chump.
I know, he said he was pretty exhausted last night. He said like a friend of his came over and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Let's all talk about him behind his back.
So today, this episode, we've got a couple interesting things to talk about, and by a couple, I literally mean two. Okay? So, first of all, we've got... I'm not talking about from a topical news standpoint. First of all, we've got the Ninjago 2014 rebooted trailer to discuss, and I had kind of hoped LJ would be here to discuss this with, because to my knowledge, he's the only other person here that's followed Ninjago. So I'm kind of just talking alone, but basically in the trailer, Ninjago, the TV show, is going to return after the half-a-year hiatus, because it wrapped up earlier this year, and everybody thought it was going to end, but turns out it's not, and they're bringing it back, and there's robots, and they're so funny, they're calling it Rebooted, even though it's not really rebooted because it's a pun, because machines and machinery, and they're so clever. And basically the show, the ninjas, after they defeated the last threat, they're no longer needed because there's no evil forces going around, so they're just bored to tears. And then a new evil arises, and they must rise to the challenge, etc., etc. It's going to be great. For those here who have seen Chima, by which I mean Var and Kahi, Ninjago, the reason Chima was so bad, don't get me wrong, it's a terrible show, but it's really bad when you compare it to the Ninjago show of old. That was not a masterpiece, but it was high up there. Quality standards from Lego. So I'm glad that it's returning. And to all the fans watching, yes, we will be doing Ninjago coverages every week.
Indeed.
It's returning.
I will be joining in for these. I'll catch up.
I won't. That sounds stupid.
But Var
sounds stupid.
Ninjago is great, and it's rebooted.
Sounds stupid.
It sounds...
It's not even a reboot, it's a continuation.
I love how, the one thing they're calling a reboot is not a natural reboot.
Well, they said Mara Magna was a reboot.
I don't think Lego knows what the term reboot means.
Yeah, they really don't. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Ninjago. Next up, we have a big info dump about the Lego movie. And there's, new character, world...
I don't even like Lego.
Info, what do you mean?
I hate Lego.
Then why are you on this podcast?
Because you made me. I don't want to be here.
Blasphemy!
Dragged against your will?
Yep.
How dare you?
That's a dictator for anyone listening.
Oh, I disagree with this. But that sounds vaguely familiar, like the topic's been brought up before. Okay, so the Lego movie is updated with a bunch of different information about the characters and the worlds, which I have not actually looked at yet, so I do not know how much is there. However, I'm skimming around right now, and it appears there's info on the big city and a bunch of different locales. All of the sets have now been officially revealed, because before we only found them by messing around with the URLs, so they're now available for public viewing. But, if you go to the Lego Movie website, it looks like there's a ton of info. And I'm actually not going to read it, because I'm not going to spoil myself as to the movie's locations. All I'm going to say is this. On the character page, they have silhouettes of certain characters that haven't been revealed because they don't want to reveal them. And they have Batman as one of the silhouettes. And I must say, what is the point? Because he's blatantly Batman. Why bother hiding identity?
He might be Man-Bat. Or the Devil.
The devil who looks like a bat, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at this.
Pointy ears.
Vinny. This 70s era spaceman suffers from a cracked helmet and lack of oxygen. His first love will always be spaceships, but he'll do anything to help his fellow Lego master builders.
And his head will also explode in the fog of space.
Yeah, that's kind of poor Benny. And then we've got Emmett, fun character, and we got Wild Style, and Vitruvius, Lord Business. Basically, this movie has quite a lot of characters. And we've got several more in silhouettes that are not Batman. And I doubt anyone else has anything to say, because they probably haven't read all the stuff. But does anyone else have anything they'd like to add? We're moving at supersonic speed today.
Well, I think it's kind of ironic how the entire time ever since my uncle ended, we've been saying business is not evil. Lego just needs to make money, and being a business isn't bad. And they're like, "Oh, guess who the villain of our latest movie is?" Really? You want to do that to us? Okay.
That's very true. But business is obvious.
Yeah, go on.
Business is obviously bad.
Well, yeah, when he's voiced by who? Will Pratt? I guess that's so though.
Well, if you go down that road, yeah. But money isn't evil, people.
Yeah.
No.
Money's great. Remember, only you can get that cash money.
Yes, only you can get the cash money.
Life is like a good life lesson to learn is that money can't buy happiness. Money is happiness.
Wow. TGV episode 83, Money is Happiness. Oh, man. But no, that's pretty much all for the Lego movie.
Alright.
Okay, so next up, the
Lego movie sucks. So does Lego.
I disagree with this assertion. I believe
it's literally a movie about sucking. Don't go see it unless you want your whole life to suck, because it will.
Wow, it's not. So, the final bit of topical news, and then we have like a story time with good old Kahi here.
The final bit of tropical news, we have Hurricane Alexandria coming over to wipe the floor with everybody, and over here we have a tornado that's going to suck you up. Get it? Because it's made of Legos. Ah! Because Legos suck.
Yes, you've established this.
Maybe Hurricane LJ if he comes
in
here.
I don't know why they don't make vacuum cleaners out of Legos, because that's like the suction right there.
Well, okay. So we have finalized pictures for several 2014 themes.
I bet they suck.
Now, but the only one we're going to be talking about is Chima, except for the remaining two finalized 2014 Hero Factory sets. And I'm going to post those. They are the small... We actually on LJ. And it is Volker and Jaw Beast versus Stormer. What do you think? Yes?
What is that? Is that just a turret? Is that it?
Yes,
I hope that costs a lot less.
Believe it or not, it's actually crazy intricate, and it costs $10.
Dude, the thing was awesome. Too bad it sucks.
Oh yeah, it's 50 pieces. It has a completely custom build and a mini figure and like those three.
I mean, I guess it might just be the angle. It just doesn't look all too impressive this angle. But I do appreciate them first trying something new. So
why is Stormer being eaten by a man land shark?
He's not being eaten.
Is he getting sucked into the suckitude?
Epic suck. Get Jaw Beast. He has possibly the most desired color scheme ever by Lego fans. Purple and some kind of teal. Azure, as it's called. This is like what everybody always dreamed of, realized. In Lego form.
Well, then everybody sucks.
Epic suck.
Purple and black. Yeah.
And the Azure, and you can't forget the Azure. What do you think of the Azure?
You know what? It's a good thing I don't watch this show anymore.
It's not a show. Well, I guess.
It's a good thing I don't, look at anything Lego anymore.
Actually, the 2014 TV special
What did I say?
It's going to be animated by Ghost. It's the people that did the Bionicle trailers and Pacific Rim. So
too bad those all sucked.
They did
Pacific
not.
Rim, baby. Yeah.
It was great.
Pacific Rim is stupid, just like
anime.
you.
Kahi, what do you think about Jaw Beast?
He has a jaw. That's it. That's his only weapon. Look at his hands. They're too blunt to cut anything.
He looks like a
like a seal.
purple dinosaur.
Don't drag Barney into this.
It's Barney!
The episode 83 Stupid Purple Dinosaur.
Dude, I can't tell you how many
It's a shame that dinosaurs suck.
Epic
No, it's funny because he does look like he's trying to suck Stormer in, and Stormer's like stuck a stick into his jaw.
Here's the issue with Jaw Beast. Okay? Other two villains. The other two villains, Splitter Beast and Flyer Beast, they all have gimmicks.
What creative names?
Okay, yeah, right. Flyer Beast, okay, he has wings, he flies, that's fantastic. Splitter Beast, he splits into two creatures, so that's fantastic, and he has two heads normally. Jaw Beast, his gimmick is supposed to be the jaw, and yet he has the exact same headpiece as both other villains. So there's nothing distinct about him except, the fact that he's small, and I guess they want him to be posed like a praying mantis with the long arms and the short legs and like the armored back, kind of hunched over. So that's that, I guess.
I think the legal team this year is just like, no, we're not doing this thing. Legal registration, trademarking. We're not doing it anymore. Generic names now, people. We're done. No more stupid.
It's satisfying
or computer. No, just stuff.
At least say what you will about HF names. At least in the past, yes, they were corny, but they were funny, and they original.
Those names are so stupid. Why couldn't they come up with something cool like? I'm gonna give a few examples.
Suck Beast.
The Succubus.
Like Sucker Punch.
Succubus.
Like Sucker Beast.
No, it's like the Succubus. It's like it's a succubus sucker.
The stupid purple Sucker Beast.
So the
not Sucker Beast.
Big stupid purple dinosaur.
So the final bit of news for today.
I hate dinosaurs.
We have finalized pictures of
Dinosaurs
the
hate
Legends
you.
of Chima 2014 set line.
Chima sucks.
Now, our favorite things ever, the Legend Beasts, are now finalized for our viewing.
Are they?
And in my gallery, you can find them because the folders, they're called animals. So let's go to Crocodile first. We're not going to go through each one of these, but I want to draw our attention to the Legend Beasts above all else because, now that they're finalized, we can evaluate them. So what do you think?
We're on
Crocodile Legend Beast.
We're on a time crunch here, baby. Give it the program. Faster.
Yes.
Stop calling people baby, you freak.
Can't help it.
What do you think of the Crocodile Legend Beast?
I don't care.
You don't care.
It sucks.
Oh, God. Well,
What's
it
wrong,
could be a lot
guy?
worse.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. He's like, it's a crocodile, and he's made like a freaking vehicle out of his like kin or something. Like, look at this. He's like, it's like he's riding in the bones of his father or something.
You think that's his big brother? Big, stupid.
It's the Legend Beast. Okay, let me give you a backstory for these
It's
sets.
stupid.
In
Dopey.
Chima lore,
I don't care about the backstory.
By the way, I'm just putting this into perspective. I'm not going on a tangent. The
So
Legend
why are all
Beasts
these
are animals that chose not to become superpowered humanoids that are intelligent and can talk and just stay normal animals. And then they went away into the shadows, and they supposedly have great power, even though theoretically the superpowered animals should have more power.
And you want me to watch this over Thundercats?
Yes,
What is wrong with you?
Yes.
because this is current and topical. Anyway, the Eagle set. How about that?
Are you gonna link it, or am I just gonna have to imagine what it looks like?
I posted my gallery. Just go there.
do you actually
Names
think
are
that
equal. Gorilla, crocodile.
the ability to go? I'm lazy. Just post the link. Thank you. God.
That's to my
I should have
gallery.
done that at first. Yeah, no, post the actual link to the freaking picture so I can comment on it so we
Okay,
can end
fine.
this stupid episode because it
Okay.
sucks.
Okay, do it.
Thank you. Oh my God, what is this? Did I really just waste my time for this? This is stupid.
Well, never you fear, for the next one's here to save the day.
Never you fear. The next one is here.
Yeah. The Gorilla Legend Beast.
Why is the gorilla gray, but then the gorilla beast is brown?
That's a good question.
Why
Come on,
brown?
Lego
Why not a silverback? Come on.
Alright, so I
All
like the eagle one. I think the eagle one fulfills its purpose pretty
Yeah,
well.
the eagle one's okay.
The gorilla
I like
one
the eagle
looks interesting.
At least it's creative.
It is creative.
Lion, right?
Are there actually brown gorillas?
No, there aren't. At least there shouldn't be, as far as I'm concerned.
The lion one
Yeah,
is
there
the
are.
absolute best.
Maybe
With
there
that
are.
top-notch, expert-level facial expression.
Oh my
Okay.
good lord!
Let's see what this
Look
is.
at both of their faces. It's just like they're.
I know. The
There are
perfect,
brown gorillas,
perfect
believe it or not. Are you looking at?
The lion.
Oh, right, yeah.
Jesus Christ! He's like on acid or something. Look at that. Look at his face. He's out of it.
They're perfect compatriots.
He's freaking out of it.
Look at that face.
What's going on with the sword? Why is the sword like?
Man, I wish this was
That
a
Tom?
PG-13 and up
That
show. I
Tom?
would just bomb the hell out of this picture.
Why is the sword like?
There's so
shocking?
much I would say.
Wait, what about the sword?
It's like shocking his heart.
Yeah.
Bringing
Maybe
him back
that's
to
why
life.
he's got the stupid face.
Yeah, he's getting high off electricity.
Okay, Kahi, what do you think of this top-notch set?
Maybe it's zapping his nerves and
about-
he's happy about it.
It's one of the most hilarious. It's like he's a clown with giant with lipstick on. Oh man. Oh
Yeah. But you know what really gets you is that on all of these sets, the back of the box show artwork of them, what they're supposed to look like, and that's what the lion is supposed to look like, really.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah,
Wow.
but that's not the set. It's like a slap to the face.
That's literally. First off, the maid isn't even orange, and what happened to that teeth? He literally looks neutered, like they cut off all his teeth and just let it to bleed in his gums.
That's what the red is. Blood. Oh, man.
You know,
That's the
looking at that face just makes me put a line as like, "I'll get you, Joes."
Wow. All
That's
right.
what that face reminds me.
Well, those are the Legend Beasts, and now, obviously, all the sets are out too. We've already talked about them before, and, you know, they're not going to change all too terribly much, but I would like to draw your attention to, like, one or two. That is the first one, Rogon's Rock Flinger, and it is a top-notch, expert-level rhino tank, flinging rocks at a flying spider with a laser gun.
I'm not even gonna.
How about the whole Lego sucking thing?
The actual
Continue.
vehicle does not look too bad, it's just conceptually, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. That actually looks really cool.
Yeah.
I would get that maybe.
Would you?
No, I don't have the money to waste on Lego sets anymore.
Yeah.
Never do I.
Great video games.
Then there's Sparatus's.
What's up with the random spider? Just I guess I had to include a villain.
The spiders and the scorpions and the bats are the antagonists. Sway.
Well, I do hate spiders.
Well, you'll love that vehicle then.
Ah!
And then it's fighting the gorilla with the banana.
That color scheme's all over the place, man.
Look at that gorilla.
That-
He has the banana.
What is going on with the fist?
Is that a
It's
fish
a-
at the end of his gun? Does the gun shoot
No,
punches?
that's a hammer.
Is that his gun? Okay.
It's the
I was
banana
gonna-
hammer.
Man, I got a joke just waiting, but I can't say it.
Nope.
Dang it!
That's the banana hammer, guys.
Banana hammer.
I'm gonna kill someone. I mean it.
Why?
I'm gonna kill someone. I'm just gonna do it. I'm
And
gonna do it.
we have Lavertus's Lion Jet. And to go back to the initial reveal of the Chima pictures, where we mocked them for having bird tanks and crop planes, we now have come full circle, and we now have a lion helicopter. Not a helicopter, but a lion chopper of sorts. And Lavertus down there with his SMGs. With an axe blade on top.
Cool. I'm not gonna lie, an SMG that doubles as an axe is pretty legit. And I don't mind the design for that.
That's like something out of Ruby.
It is, isn't it? It's like they shoot the gun.
Yeah, it's like something out of Ruby.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of cool.
It reminds me of that one green guy that Monty plays with the double guns.
Ren? Yeah, Ren.
Oh, that dumb guy.
Yeah.
Well,
just like his weapons.
He sucks.
Oh, he's great.
He sucks.
Took down those snakes in that one episode, anyway.
And that's the last you see of him.
I hate reptiles.
Stop. Don't do this, Var. Don't incite the rage of Stephen Villman. Hi, Steve. Steve. Okay.
SB.
Two more sets. That's Raptor's wings strike.
How do those wings even work? They're facing two completely different directions.
Yeah, he's got a point, man.
Well,
the
to
back
be fair,
of the box.
wings don't actually have to. Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just look at the back of the box. You'll see the front two wings, I guess, are not supposed to be actual wings. They're like grabbing claws.
That's stupid!
and they grab Ares.
Why not make claws? Why wings? It looks... It looks stupid.
Yes.
And it's a good thing I don't watch this show.
Honestly, I would actually kind of buy this set because it's small, look accessible, but it looks pretty legit, and I love a Bat minifigure.
Well,
the minifigures
the
are
final
like
set.
Wings.
The Bat minifigure.
I do know wings can't function like that, but whatever. It's a kid's show.
Final set, and what I actually legitly like is Scorpion Stinger, because I think that's handled very well. And however, we have Krager with his crossbow that shoots blue fire, and Laval with his sword and shield and jetpack. Seems like it should be vice versa. IMO. Get the air support and then the, ground combat.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That looks pretty cool. It reminds me of all the old Bionicle vehicles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If only I had money, I would get this set, but it's
funny because you're right. Card would use that jetpack a lot more efficiently if he was flying around and picking off people with his bow.
No,
he have like
on the
sword.
ground.
Yeah.
How do I use jetpack?
Yeah.
Like, I love how Laval has the jetpack.
Get the manual!
He has to fly up.
Laval's got to be the most derpiest person I've ever seen in my life.
He's that way in the show, too. He's a terrible protagonist.
He's a horrible person. I would not want him around.
Dopey, stupid klutz.
Yeah, and he talks in the most quick voice ever. I'm Laval! Yeah. Speaking of which, Kahi, you have to get caught up. You have to get caught up on the series before December 5th.
Okay.
But no, that pretty much wraps up the news for today.
I get jetpack!
But, all right. I think we've covered this enough. So the final thing of discussion we have for today, Kahi, I think you have something you'd like to share with everyone. A terrible fate has befallen you.
Oh yeah, I've met with a terrible fate, haven't I? Alright, so...
Oh, snap. He beat up
here's the
another
deal. Oh, I wish. That would have been fun. So I'm driving home. One day. From work. Okay, so I got this new job at the TV station. It's up like half an hour. It's half an hour from here, so, you know, I have to drive back pretty late, and I work the late shift. You know, because TV station. It's on 24/7. So I'm coming back, and it's like, you know, it's like 2 in the morning. And, I'm kind of close to home, and I guess, like, I kind of realized, you know, that my car is drifting towards, like, you know, to the left. Well, more than I wanted it to. So, I like any normal driver would do, I start braking, and I'm trying to twist the wheel around and be like, you know, let's swing back on. And, it turns out that I wasn't fast enough, and I hit some bushes, and the airbags went off. And I also realized that I've been yelling this entire time. And like I'm in this state where I'm like, what?
Yelling the entire time.
No, I didn't. I'm like, well, why? At first I was like, what's the sound? I'm like, oh, it's me yelling. Why am I yelling? And I get out, and this SUV has plowed into my van, and it swerved and hit the building behind me. And some people come and help me out. Turns out this dude in an SUV runs a red light, swerves, hits smashes into the side of my my van, swerves and hits the side of the building behind me, opens the door and takes off running. So
what the heck?
He commits he's not like just a hit and run where, you know, you just swerve, you hit a building, you drive off. He literally ran. The police admitted he suspected that he was an illegal immigrant, and apparently that, or, you know, something like that. Turns out he didn't actually have a valid license. He left a passenger in the front seat, his buddy, who had been driving with. He left his passenger in the front seat. The passenger went to the emergency room. I went later on to deal with some whiplash issues, and right now he's giving us the runaround with insurance because, yeah, apparently the name of his insurance company is Unique Insurance. So obviously a very legitimate company. A very legitimate company with very high standards when it comes to reimbursing hit-and-run customers. And right now, we are now vanless. We have one car that's now gone. And that's my story for today. I was the victim of a literal hit-and-run, where the dude literally hit me and ran off. So it's good. It's good because he did us a great favor because
maybe
by
it was just
running
a hobo
off,
trying to get revenge.
Oh no!
Well, by running off, he's put himself in a very bad position. He cannot claim anything, he can't really claim anything because he committed a hit and run. That's a criminal offense, no matter what you do. So committing a hit, getting out of there and running off and not having a valid license and all that is looking very bad for him. So we should, if we ever do decide to sue him, that will be the case. However, and the unfortunate thing is, his insurance company is trying to hold us back as much as possible. And they're giving us all this paperwork to do and doing all that stuff. So, hopefully we should get that worked out. But you know how it goes sometimes.
Man.
What all
those
you live.
I'm glad LJ's here, otherwise he'd make a crack about illegal immigrants and how much he hates them.
Yeah, well, he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah. To be fair, they are here illegally. They cost me money, so I'm not really fond of them at this point either. People that cost me money. There's no reason to hate them all.
Just to hate that one guy who took off running.
Well, I hate one guy, but it reinforces the fact that why do we let people here illegally? Why is that a thing now?
because we're such nice people and we let others in. So they can enjoy the wonderful stuff that we have.
My parents came here legally. That's cool. They pay taxes. They do all that great American stuff. They're from Asia, right? So, all right. Basically, somebody cost me money, so they're just scum of the earth. That's what you need to know.
Yes, and that's a pretty terrible circumstance to have befallen you.
Indeed.
But at least you're okay.
I am okay.
And here to tell the story to our fans.
Well, I'm mostly okay. I might have whiplash, and if I do, it's a lawsuit. So it's crossed, everybody.
Dude, they have no money.
I know.
You're not gonna get anything out of them.
File for bankruptcy, maybe take possession of his whatever he has. You never know.
What, his wrecked card?
He probably doesn't have anything. Yeah, his wrecked car. That's what you're gonna get.
I bet the car was stolen.
Taking the clothes off of his back.
We'll scrap it. Well, I'll just take his kids. I think I'll take. He's like 49 years old apparently. They caught him after he was running, so he's in jail now. So maybe I can just settle for stuff like that.
You're gonna take the kids and raise them like your own, to teach them the moral value.
Hey kids, your dad nearly killed me.
Yep. And don't forget.
No, dude, you should take his kids and then raise them, and then but as you're raising them, screw with them. So tell them that red is actually green and blue is actually yellow, and just watch as they're just screwed up. That's
Dude, can you imagine how much stuff we could do? I would give you. One thing I've always wanted to do is have a kid, to see the results of a kid raised completely in isolation. From birth to adulthood, and see how that messes with their mind.
They already have that.
You should.
It's one of those. They already have. You can't do it because it's technically unethical. But technically,
that's what happened before with what's it? I forgot her name. There was this girl that was raised in isolation, in a room by herself until age 13 or something, and she came out. And she was basically still a baby.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'll have to figure it out. They called her the wild child and everything. I need to.
I guess I would lock him in a white room and just teach him how to talk and how to analyze stuff, and that would be it. And then when they got into the world, they'd have to write down what we would get the input from everything that comes from having a conscious person experience the world for the first time.
Wow.
So we can get from there.
That, or depending on how many kids, pick one who might be a prodigy, and just let the others.
I think this episode has helped make us realize that we should never have children.
Exactly.
This episode has been an enlightening one. Kahi, keep us posted.
I will.
Okay. So now we get to close things off with our favorite segment ever.
Dang it.
Ian Warner. It is
another segment?
Yes.
No,
this is supposed to be a quick episode.
Yeah, go, Ian. Quick, Ian.
I've got to leave.
Go.
No.
Ian, go.
I'm Listenak, I'm Varner, and I'm Kahi.
I'm Varner.
Principle ordinary, AI in the spore. Every culture and philosophy, I've read up on them all.
That was well worth it.
And so Ian
that was
removed.
TV episode. I don't know because I'm not the host.
That
was not.
No. Hold on.
All of them. And I'm Ian. And that was TV, buddy. We're done.
You're an absolute peach, you know that?
Quick, Ian, finish.
I know.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm Varner.
hold your quota. So, thank you all for listening to TV episode 83.